Okay. I'll call the meeting to order. Its agenda, date, time, and location were properly announced. First on our agenda is to fill our board vacancy. Looks like we have a live one here. So we need to make a motion, is that right, Kim? To fill the vacancy with Beth then? Okay, is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Rini, is there a second? Chris, any questions or discussion?
I would just say after putting it out there, Beth was, and we're happy to have you, but was the only person, no, I'm not gonna use that word. We're fortunate to have one applicant, but thank you for coming on and doing that. So there was no other ones, which made it very easy for this board to move forward.
That's what a repeat.
Yeah. I didn't want to say gullible, but we're happy to have you. Yes.
Okay, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And as soon as we come back with pieces of paper, we cross them all. We can do the.
Oh.
And then she can see.
Okay, you don't have that memorized, but you should have that memorized. Well, thank you. Thank you for
Yes.
coming back.
Yes.
We look forward to great things from you. No pressure.
You leave?
You're welcome. There you go.
Okay, so this is what. Remind me again, what do I do here? Because this is what she,
Yeah, you just say it to her so she can repeat it to you.
oh, okay.
And hold up your hand. Yeah, your right hand.
All right. I, the undersigned,
Beth Tucker,
having been elected to the Board of Education
to the Board of Education
of the School District of Random Lake,
of the School District of Random Lake,
swear that I will support the Constitution
swear that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin,
and the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin,
and will faithfully and impartially discharge
and will faithfully and impartially discharge
the duties of said office
the duties of said office
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God. All right.
Thank you.
It is have to sign. She has to sign. The official.
No.
All right, great.
Easy to move.
All right, so then that takes us to the approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of November 24th, 2025, and the special meeting of December 8th, 2025. Is there a motion to approve?
So,
Brian, is there a second?
I'll second.
Amy? Any corrections, questions? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have payment of the bills. Is there a motion to approve for the month of November, the amount of $991,544.95?
I'll make a motion.
Rainey and Chris? Any questions?
We did not receive any questions.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And the cash summary?
I'd say pretty much run-of-the-mill month for us, so nothing new out there.
Any questions? donations? I don't have any
I
listed.
don't have any, I don't think we have any donations this last month.
Okay. And comments from the public? No one signed in? Okay. Board committee reports, administrative and support staff met tonight. Okay. And, that will be later on the agenda. And curriculum committee, met as well, and I'm not sure who's, oh, okay. Okay, great. And that takes us to building reports.
We first wanted to start off with our student pipeline. So this time around, we are very fortunate to feature our senior, Annabelle, with some work that she's been working on for a number of years. So we're going to first watch, Fox News was here, did a little feature on her, and so we'll show that and then give Annabelle a little bit of time to talk a little bit and answer any questions that you have.
Universal Hunting Dog Association. My dog and I have a very strong bond. We didn't start getting into hunting until we got hunting dogs. We ended up talking about national parks, forest fires. We ended up pulling fishing rods, wildlife management, invasive species, a lot about hunting, a lot about wildlife. You really get to learn about conservation. You get to learn a lot about hunting, and knowing how to do it safely is a big thing. One of the four basic rules of firearm safety is I do because I enjoy being outdoors. I enjoy hiking. I enjoy hunting. Like I was nearly positive. And I think that is a great opportunity in school, and we do offer a program that allows hunter safety and learning how to use firearms properly. He received a junior I'm in a musical, I'm in a mock trial, and then PLA, I tutor, I'm in forensics, I'm doing a winter play, I'm doing a senior play.
So yeah, Miss Weeks, our biology teacher, I'm assuming that's what I should call her. She asked me if I'd do that one day, and I have a problem with saying no to people, so I said, sure, why not? It was a great opportunity, and believe it or not, they didn't list all of my activities because it would have taken too long, and I ended up forgetting some anyway. But yeah. Is there any questions? Yes.
Last week, and Annabelle and Peter were there to help with all of the.
Yep. Yeah, I ended up guiding a few of the trips, so Tater got his legs stretched quite a bit, and everybody was safe, and that's always my biggest concern. And thankfully, they were very safe. Miss Weeks taught them very well.
it's such, you don't know how unique it is to take students hunting for part of a class. I have friends in other districts that have, when you first started this, you're doing what, right? And, you can see what they start, especially for our community. For Annabelle to be able to showcase this, it's something we do here. And beyond Fox 6, it's a great wraparound of all the things we're doing, and then having, that was just last week, they went out hunting, and, you know, pheasants over at the high books, so, fantastic.
Well, and Annabelle, the training leader, but you have been working with Peter for how long?
Oh, probably 7 years. I've been in dog training, but my dog's turning 4 this January. So he'll be 3, and I've taken him through the NAVDA ranks to the very highest degree twice now. So it takes up a lot of my time in the summer, but I love that dog. So
What is
It's fine.
versatile dog? I
Um,
have to ask that question.
yeah, so there's a lot of different types of dog training that you can do. I mean, a lot of you, I'm sure, are familiar with just show dogs that you'll see in the rings, and I've been told to do that. I will not be showing dogs. But there's also field trial dogs where they just work in the field. Like for the Highlands and pheasant hunting, they specialize in that and they only work on that. But with versatile hunting dogs, we work to, as an organization, we end up working to highlight all of the different aspects that these dogs are bred to perform at. So as you get higher in the ranks, when they're puppies, you train field, tracking, and water. But as it gets higher up, you start incorporating duck search for duck hunting and hunting with multiple dogs in the field, and you build off everything. So there's more tracking and more field work, and it's a very complicated system. Thankfully, I've gone through the clinics to be a judge multiple times now. I just haven't done my apprenticeship yet. We have a Kettle Moraine NAVDA chapter that I'm a part of, and we main base it's near Campbellsport, but there's also a more local chapter that I believe I'm also a member of, but they don't have as many opportunities. And that is down in Cedar Grove area, and I believe that's just the Wisconsin chapter. So if you look up KM NAVDA, you'll get my home base, but if you just look up Wisconsin NAVDA, it'll be more local. He's a German short-haired pointer. Yeah, it's pretty common now.
You said you wanted to study engineering.
Mhm.
Do you have any definitive plans at this point?
Yeah, I'm admitted to UW Platteville right now. So that's my main plan. I plan on going to Platteville for industrial engineering as of right now. Like I said, it aligns with not only what I'm good at, but also just what I tend to enjoy. Yes. Yep. So I've helped with labs, and I mainly assist with physics because, like I said in there, I really enjoy physics and I'm decent at it. As good as you can be at physics. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Goggles are important, and gloves. If you're working with acid, wear gloves. Yeah.
That's excellent. Does anyone have any other questions? Great representation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now Annabelle's off for the choir.
Just know, do we know when that aired? Was it over the weekend?
Yes.
Was it yesterday?
Yep.
There you go.
Mhm.
It'll be, I think it's coming out, it'll be on our Facebook page here.
All right, so we're going to move into strong classrooms. We just finished our Ames Web winter screener for the elementary school. We actually moved it to December, and that's because then we can get a full 10 weeks in for our intervention for our round 2. So we are seeing great progress, especially in the composite score of the reading, where it's slowly getting better each year. But just overall, we're seeing a lot of learning, which is really exciting. Most of our 4Kers know all their letters, capital and small, and are starting to work on their sounds. So we're so proud of all the growth that our littles are making. So, and then it shifts to our intervention groups. So that is based on our screener. Our lowest 10% go into Title I. And then what I was telling a parent about this today. It's not only based on that screening data, but then we're looking at where the lagging skills might be and assigning groups that way. So all those letters and the screening results have gone out to parents, and I love it because when we come back in January, we can hit the floor running and be ready to go for our new year. Moving into strong culture, we had a beautiful elementary concert, so big thanks to Jennifer Lutenhouse. Susan and I have been collaborating on Spirit Weeks, and the kids are really ready for our Comfort Day tomorrow. We're going to see the Polar Express, which will be really exciting. Mike has supported us. We're doing Jolly Good for the holidays, so he brought in some Jolly Good prizes that our students are going to win in a raffle tomorrow, which is exciting. And we have a really great district assembly tomorrow with organized by Jake Frias. So stay tuned for some highlights from that. I don't want to give all the secrets away because it's coming all around. And the last thing I have is our structured adventure for roller skating. We took K2 down to Skateland in Ozaki and did some skating there. And then our third through fifth graders went ice skating up in Sheboygan. So just really excited about those structured adventures that we can provide for our students.
All right, so some of the other holiday activities, our middle school on Friday went to the Rivoli Theater in Cedarburg and enjoyed seeing a movie together and some of those fun things that went with that. NHS fundraiser, they did St. Nick treats where you could purchase for a friend, and so we had a lot of St. Nick's signs on the lockers, as well as an FBLA fundraiser. They've been doing a food drive that's been ongoing, so that'll conclude tomorrow. One other one that I forgot to put on here was the candy cane sales that the middle school has been doing as well. So we had these 3 great fundraisers throughout the month of December. So strong community connection. So we had our district staff social. We wanted to shout out to Tommy at the pizzeria for again hosting us. Had really a nice turnout with families throughout the evening. It's always a nice time to come out and connect with Tommy and connect with each other. Our chamber singers, they were out performing in the community last week, and they had a couple of new locations that they were visiting, so they really had a good time, and they were always very well received by the different places that they go to show off our lovely singing talent. And then we did do a MERT drill, so thank you to our Random Lake first responder team. They came out and they were part of that, as well as Sarah Stout, who had that up, and so it really did a phenomenal job. Our staff did a great job as they responded, and Sarah was there to guide and answer any questions. And then last, our Distinguished Alumni application period is now open through January 30th, that we're accepting new applications for that. So we've already gotten one so far. And Gary's been on that. We had it in the Sounder, I believe, last week. So.
And the shout out to Sarah with the MERT drill. That was a surprise. Our staff didn't know. It was perfectly. We had 4 mannequins in the fitness center. We had issues, and our first group had gotten there. I think it was in 45 seconds. And within like around a minute, we were hooked up to the
AEDs.
So, and then we worked with the paramedics came in. It was just really nice to know if something happens. Nobody knew about it except us, and we were right there. So, a good deal.
Well, Well, they're not, I mean, first responders as an EMS, but they're first responding to, the scene to help assist. So we have an A team and a B team.
So our staff are the medical emergency response. So
Mhm.
as soon as we make a call, teachers know we have a group that are trained, so they're doing their job. They run there first, so they're the first responders until the ambulance.
They've all been trained in, first aid, as well as CPR that Sarah has offered. Mhm. Or has led. Mhm.
All right. Next we have the administrative contract extensions. Is there a motion to approve extending the contracts through 2027-28 school year?
So moved.
Brian, is there a second? Chris, any questions or discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have the new courses, the contemporary themes in ELA, and also the sports, sci-fi, and survival. Is there a motion to approve? Greenie, is there a second? Chris, any questions or discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. WASB resolutions. The next month will be the convention where, if we have a delegate available, they will be able to go and vote on those. Do we have a delegate that is going, for one? You're gonna go, okay,
Yeah.
great.
And I reviewed the 35-page or whatever proposals, a lot of the recommendations, I'm sorry, it's probably not time, but a lot of the recommendations that other school districts made were right spot on.
Okay. Were there any that, Mike, that you thought, meh,
No,
no, okay,
I think, vote our conscious, right? That's
What
what
we
we
usually-
usually say.
yeah.
I think that's a good way to go after it. So.
okay. And we probably won't have a meeting before the conference next month, because
21st,
usually it's
no.
the same.
21st through the 23rd, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so do what you gotta do. Down there. Yon yon.
I'll give them hell.
We'll talk after hours, but it's,
Okay, so we don't need to take any action on that. Okay, salaried staff resignation, Dominic Simon, IT assistant, resigned his position. And he was here for 2 years, and we thank him for that 2 years. He's moving on to, corrections.
Department of Corrections.
Yes, so that's exciting.
his ultimate goal is to take the experiences he got around here around cybersecurity and things like that and combine that with law enforcement. So yeah, I feel like we put him on a nice path as he keeps going forward. So best of luck, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun to watch our young people move on and take the things they learned here.
Yes. And next we have the 24-25 audit. Patty, do you have anything to say about that? Thank you.
And we use the same two findings, it's always segregation of duties and they prepare our annual financial statement.
Okay. Do we do something with this next month?
If there's any questions or something, I appreciate a heads up on it.
Oh, okay. So you have a month to digest this stuff. Yes. And then that takes us to 2025 property taxes.
And I was hoping Gary was here. I'm going to give Gary the letter that I shared with the board last week Friday. Just he can kind of take excerpts out of this But I think as we just do a highlight on this, I think the board has done a wonderful job of continually worried about what our tax rates are, reducing our tax rate. We looked again, we're right in the, how did I say it? We're right in the middle of the pack of where schools are. The increases really came from the municipalities that had reassessed the homes and some of those other things. So, I think as we go into next year, we know that the state of Wisconsin is allowing us to increase the per pupil, the 325. But unlike they've done every year since I've been here, they're not offsetting it with property tax relief. So, our Madison is playing some of these games with these things, and this is not a random night thing. This is a state of Wisconsin type thing with how they're doing something. So if your house was reassessed, that's what's happening. But, I shared I think that was the SAA piece up there. I'll share this with, Gary, and then we can kind of go from there. I've seen a couple of things on some Facebook, but, I don't think I've had anyone reach out to me personally. We've had some board, members have some questions. So, just wanna make sure I equip you with everything you need, especially as we're going into Christmas season, right? We get to see all kinds of people and they'll have questions, so, please, like I have in the letter that I sent out, if people have questions, I'm always happy to sit down. I have a couple, individuals that over the last few years I've sat down multiple times to just kind of share.
Is there a reply to the letter that the board received regarding property taxes? Did someone provide that?
I did not get that. That was something that came to the board. So, I don't think I've seen that one. I've heard about it, but I didn't reply to that. But this would be a perfect letter to reply to that.
I don't think I know what we're.
Any concern about the sustainability in our village? Thought you were included on there anywhere.
Yeah, that's,
We didn't see that. I did not see that.
Yeah, I'll definitely send the letter back. That's what it's for, is that as you get questions, feel free to share that file.
Okay, I can send it to you and we'll figure out how to respond.
Okay.
yeah, I can respond to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I missed that. Let me write that down.
I think we're all concerned. It's a difficult time, and then because of what the state's doing, that makes it harder.
Which makes the school better. That's just what everybody assumes.
And the reason I shared this letter from the state, because it is an entire state type thing. So I know my own tax, I don't live in Random Lake, went up almost at 20%. And I didn't get recessed. So it's an unfortunate time right now. Different communities are hit differently depending on where you're at what time. So, it's so confusing. The best way to do is if anybody has a question, have them bring their tax bill. And Patty and I are happy to have conversations the best we can.
Well, I think people want to know, what are we trying to do in our district to get a hold of them? And I think what Brian, some of the things that you're gonna be voting on in January are addressing this issue, right? Because there's a surplus in the state, for education funds, yet, we're not seeing that, right? It's not getting back to the.
And the state of Wisconsin has $7.5 billion. They didn't use any of that to defer, the cost of property taxes, because they're trying to prove a point, right? And when I talk to legislators, I think some of them are saying, if we don't do this, this is all those operational referendums and things like that. So this is there's a tit for tat type thing, right? And we're stuck in the middle. So yes.
Well, and I think also just the impact of, oh my goodness, what is it that we're adding to, does it show up on the property tax bill, the money that goes out to the private schools?
Voucher.
Right, so the voucher school, the impact of that on the public schools, I think most people aren't aware of that. And it's huge. And if we can communicate that as well too, I think it's important for people to know that.
Okay. Any other comments on the property tax? All right, we would like to change the, one of our official depository designations, from Summit Credit Union to Port Washington State Bank. We will be saving money. They're similar. It's closer, it's, yeah.
A couple extra services. We won't have to run to West Bend for deposits. They'll actually have a courier available on certain days, things that are just easier for us. So, yeah.
Is there a motion to approve? Is that you, Ann?
Yeah.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second.
Beth?
And just to clarify, we'll have both of them for the foreseeable future right now, because we'll run them parallel as we switch.
Like 3 months, you're saying?
And I'm hoping that February percent most of the
Okay.
paperwork and the switch everything, but I always do this, be down with it.
Okay,
So,
great.
Yeah, this falls heavily on Patty, so,
Any other questions or discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And then, well, that takes us to informational items.
okay. So incumbent notice of non-candidacy, is coming up. If, you haven't done, the paperwork, I'm trying,
It's me. I
read.
did.
You did? Okay, sorry. That's
Did you receive that?
bittersweet, but I wanna make sure we have that. And then we will have, declaration of candidacy. Anyone that's interested in running has to, get that in by January 6th. We're back to school January 5th, so, that Monday or Tuesday when we get back. Otherwise, email if anybody's watching out there, and we can set up a time where Kim can kind of do it over the next couple weeks, but don't assume, with the Christmas break, who's gonna be here, so just email
Did
Kim back.
Beth submit? Not yet.
Oh, that's what she's doing down here.
Okay, January 6th. We'll be
Coming
calling
fast.
you.
Plenty of time. And that's all I have for this, and besides, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. It has been, I will go down and say that this 2025, this fall 2025, has been my favorite first semester of a school year in 20-some years, with the new facilities, with everything else going on. It just feels like a different place, so, thank you, it's been fantastic.
If anyone around at 10 o'clock tomorrow, all district assembly from the future time.
Yes. We have a couple special appearances coming,
Oh,
so, yeah.
There could be some wrestling involved.
Oh, yes, yes. Yep.
Okay,
Santa
is there a motion to adjourn? Chris, is there a second?
I'll second.
Beth? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.